report the chaos. We reveal the agenda.
Good evening and welcome to ATM. The sun is rising on a Middle East that is fundamentally different from the one we knew yesterday. The diplomatic bombshell from the White House, a 20-point Gaza peace plan, has exploded. And now the world is waking up to the political fallout, the chaos, and the brutal strategic calculations that are happening in real time. The plan is on the table, announced in a stunning press conference that followed an even more stunning Israeli apology to Qatar. But this morning, the reactions are a storm of calculated silence, forced smiles, and outright rage. We are now seeing the true price of this American-led peace. Tonight, we deep dive into the overnight developments. Was this a masterstroke by Trump? And is the rest of the world actually falling in line? The first and most immediate fallout has been the complete humiliation of Europe. Overnight, both Paris and London were forced to issue statements. They cautiously welcomed the American initiative, but the language was a diplomatic knot of contradictions. A scathing editorial in France's Le Monde this morning called it a bitter pill of submission. The trap, as we analyzed yesterday, has sprung perfectly. By presenting a grand, multi-billion-dollar plan, Washington forced Europe's hand. To reject it would be to reject peace for Gaza. To accept it is to admit their own recognition of Palestine was a meaningless gesture and that they have no real power without Washington's approval. Trump didn't just sideline them. He forced them to applaud as he took over their stage. But the true genius of Trump's divide and conquer strategy is now visible across the Arab world. As expected, Qatar released a triumphant statement this morning, accepting Israel's apology and embracing its new, central role as mediator. But from Riyadh and Abu Dhabi, a deafening silence. This silence is the loudest message of all. Sources from the Saudi royal court, speaking to Al Arabiya, have expressed deep consternation at being blindsided. By elevating their regional rival, Qatar, Trump has driven a wedge deep into Gulf unity. Meanwhile, the reaction from Palestinians is one of chaos. Hamas has, as expected, called it an American Zionist plot. The Palestinian Authority, weak and desperate, has only said it will study the proposal. The plan has fractured everyone. And this morning, we finally have confirmation of how this stunning reversal was achieved. An explosive, detailed report from Politico's national security team, citing two sources inside the White House, has laid bare the details of the private meeting between Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister. It was, as we suspected, an ultimatum. Faced with the NATO crisis and the financial war with China, Trump told the Israeli leader he needed a win, and Israel, now diplomatically isolated from Europe, was in no position to refuse. The report confirms Trump demanded an apology to Qatar to divide the Arabs and the acceptance of a US-led plan to humiliate the Europeans. The Israeli PM's presence at that press conference was not one of partnership, it was an act of forced obedience. So, as the world digests this new reality, the picture becomes clear. Trump has achieved his short-term goals. He has silenced Europe, divided the Arab world, and reasserted American dominance with a single, stunning move. The markets have stabilized. It looks like a win. But this peace is built not on trust, but on coercion. It has no real buy-in from the Palestinians, and it has alienated key allies like Saudi Arabia. It is a house of cards, a peace built on sand. And the question now is, how long will it be before the first gust of wind brings it all crashing down? Thank you for joining me on ATM. I'll see you tomorrow.